Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures. Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Coming out with it, it's Hicks. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On second down, he'll let it fly. The quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now on the move. Oh, gave the defender the business. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 35. Got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Noles look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the offense. Quarterback keeps it. Powers through the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Bust through behind his pad. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Handoff to the fullback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
2nd down coming up. They'll operate out of split backs. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He's going for it all. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. Smashes ahead. And that's a live ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Fast motion from the offense. He'll take it himself. And it's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The give to the tailback. Oh, it's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He's looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Dances away. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish.
He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Using the quick game, the offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Takes it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he intercepts it. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Brings up second down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. is looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game, so I like when offenses commit to the running the football.
The expressway is wide open, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Stanford 7, Florida State 6.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Takes a hit as he fires. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on the board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot. But until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cochran.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He wants to pass it on second down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Give to the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Off play action. Might be looking to run. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 21 to Akron. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and 10 after the previous play. Now the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Buys a little extra time. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. And the Noles will snap it on first and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defensively, the clock late in the game when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you for
a shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Trying to get to him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll let one go down the right side. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you